see is a story of robots who want to be able to heal themselves, do not harm humans, and keep upgrading themselves by living with humans. But what if humans do not want robots to be in their midst, nor do they know how to heal themselves, then come again without waiting? Today, I take you all to those years which tell our future. In the starting of the movie, we are shown a sun blast, from which solar storms start coming. Those solar storms have an effect on the ground. The whole world started getting destroyed due to those races. Now there was nothing left inside this world. Destruction was visible everywhere. There was no reason to live because there were no plants, no animals, no humans. 199% of the people inside were killed in this catastrophe. Only 1% people were left who could not reverse this catastrophe. All these people together wanted that these people should make the... But these people were very few, and this income was not in the capacity of people to make such a big empire stand back once. As you are told that if people need something, then they can do any new innovation to fulfill it. That's why these remaining people make robots to fulfill their needs. This plan proves to be correct when these robots start working for these people as well. The production of these robots increased within a very short time. Very high upgrades were inserted inside these robots, and most important, two things were inserted in them. The first thing these robots would ever do to a live thing. But be it or humans will not harm him. The reason for this was that if there is any harm to humans, then now they cannot do so much harm forward. This other thing was installed inside the robots, that even though these robots are intelligent, they cannot create new robots like themselves, because if this does not happen, then these robots will replace humans very soon. People started benefiting a lot from the buildings and new things made by robots. These robots started working for people in their daily routine. Humans and robots were moving forward very harmoniously because both robots and humans were happy that both of them were working for each other. But after some technical fault, after a few years, these robots start shutting down on their own. Some time ago, these robots were so good that when it was not raining on the earth, even rain was made with the help of robots. Now when people were not getting the help of robots, then these people left their place and started shifting slowly. These people thought that these robots cannot help us anymore. It should not happen that this robot should reach us. Out of fear, people started killing these robots. Started running, after which the scene reaches the prison time of the shifts. Here we see a police officer who reaches a broken place. Was trying to find something here, and then this policeman finds an injured robot moving. Here's the robot trying to heal itself. This robot looked as if it did not want to harm anyone. Robot wanted to live and says, "Please don't kill me." But the police officer does not believe this and kills this robot, after which the chest shifts to the house for a long time. This man wanted to claim that his robot had killed his dog. He said that this company should take its robot from here. In reality, this man's policy was only for money. Here, the name of the man who was giving insurance inside the robot-making company was Jack, who comes here and listens to the complaint of this man, and after that, without saying anything, he was about to drop a knife on his hand. Before the knife falls, the robot stops the knife from falling, after which Jack tells that you guys are lying. Any loopholes inside our robots? Not there. After which Jack comes to his house where we are shown one of his family. Jack gets a message on his pager. Why hasn't the injured robot been found, and he has to come immediately for the case? When Jack goes to study the case, we are shown the same low robot that was killed by the police officer. The robot doctor who was here tells Jack how this robot was tampered with. That's why this robot was trying to heal itself. Jack's boss says don't let the police do the job, you shouldn't get into it, but Jack wanted to know why the police did it. But Jack's boss says that it is not your job to go here, after which Jack goes to the place where robots were being constructed. Many robots were working at this place. Just then Jack sees that many robots are being thrown from here. On asking a worker, Jack learns that some problems occur inside these robots, after which instead of recycling them, they are thrown down from here. Down below is a huge slum city. And inside there are people who try to steal these robots. If he steals them, then those people can fix it and make a new robot according to their own, which is completely against this company. That's why we kill those people who want to steal these robots. When it touches water, it sees some robots who are extremely sad, as if some torture is happening on them. Jack is about to go to talk to one of the robots when the robot sets itself on fire. Jack now wanted to know more about this case. For this reason, Jack now wanted to know more about this case. That's why he goes to the scientist who checked the robot properly. This scientist tells Jack that how after checking that robot, he has found a very strange thing, which no human has put in any robot till date. It was a nuclear battery. The work of this nuclear battery was that it could keep the robots charged for many days even without charging them. The boss talks to Jake that our company has not done this work. When our company was started, only 2 days were inserted inside the robots that no robot can make itself. So after all, who has fitted nuclear batteries inside these robots? Is it the work of a human being, or is it the work of a report? You just have to go and find out. Now Jack doesn't understand that where did this nuclear battery come from? After going back to the same scientist, Jack learns that this work cannot be done by a human but by a robot, because the robot is not allowed to kill another robot. It is possible that one of the robots has changed the setting of the rest of the robots, after which Jack goes to his house and he tells his wife that how. If he solves the case, he can take a shift back and go far away from this city. But Jackie's wife gets hyper as she could not move anywhere at this time. But Jack explains today's situation and tells how everyone is selfish and the environment is getting worse here. There were still many questions in Jack's mind that what would have happened to that robot. Why did he want to change himself, and why did he kill that robot, and by whom? For this reason, Jack reaches the same place where he found the yellow robot. Had gone here only to check the evidence, but then Jack finds the same nuclear battery that was being talked about till now. Jack goes to the policeman to inquire about this nuclear battery. The same police officer who shot this low robot, then the police officer says that the robot was healing itself. That's why I killed him. Then Jack shows the nuclear battery to this police officer and asks, do you know anything about how this robot was healing itself? Or after all, who would have put this software inside it? Then this police officer Jackie helps. He helps and tells him that I cannot answer this, but I can take you to someone. This police officer takes Jack to a lady who had a robot of her own, much more intelligent, smart, and more upgraded than other robots. Inside this robot, the same 2 setting changes were made in all the robots till now. Went. That is, she could harm humans as well, and secondly, she could heal herself and other robots as well. That is, it could be dangerous for humans. Jack and the police officer both asked this lady about the maker of this robot and asked, where did you get this robot from? And out of it. When someone changes, this lady refuses that she doesn't know anything. That's why the police officer shoots at the leg of that robot and leaves. After coming out, Jack has a fight with the police officer. Only then the police officer says that I have done this knowingly because this lady will go to the same person who has changed these robots to get her robot fixed. Then here Jack tells about that nuclear battery, how this battery is very expensive, and if this battery is also a cell, and if it is also a battery cell, then many times the money is available in it. The police officer hears this and says that I want half of it, and if there is any mistake in it, I will kill you too. In the midst of these talks, that lady stops outside someone else's house with her robot, where the police officer and Jack were also behind it. But after going inside, they find another lady. It was a doctor who invites Jack in and then starts talking to him. Jack asks this doctor that, do you know who has changed this robot? Even if he shows the nuclear battery to this doctor here and asks who would have made these changes, then this doctor says that I do not know that this, who has done it, but whoever has done it very well. Like we humans want some upgradation in ourselves every day, want to improve ourselves. By the way, this is also a robot. The shortcomings we have left inside these robots, that is why these robots want to improve themselves and upgrade, so what is the problem in this? Before leaving, Jack goes by asking this too. If you know anything about this, then you will inform me that after all which robot is not or which person has entered these robots. What is? After which Jack comes back to the office and starts telling everything to the robot kept in his office. But the same thing, some other people also come to know that there is such a robot or human who is changing the system from inside the robots. That's why Jack takes her back to the doctor. Then here the doctor tells that I installed the same nuclear battery as well as the battery of that low robot inside my robot. When I look back, I came to know that this robot is healing itself. This means that Yellow wanted to fix himself in the robot. Because of this nuclear battery, these robots are also able to heal themselves. Of this doctor's house, Belle survives. When the door opened, there were some children standing in front of the doctor who shoot him. For some reason Josh starts running from there to save his life through the back way and goes outside and sits in a car. Wherever she finds the same robot, she starts running away by driving very fast. Some people were following him after going ahead. In the meantime, Jackie's car also meets with a very bad accident. When he wakes up the next morning, he finds out how with just robot. And as Jack's condition worsens, he faints once again. When Jackie opens her eyes once again, she finds out that there are not one but 3 more robots around her who are pulling her and taking her to the other side. It was a huge dessert that scared him badly and had to be carried back to the city. But they refuse to go to Robot City, and Jackie doesn't listen to anything. For this reason, Jack starts going alone in another direction. Within no time, Jack's condition worsens and he faints on the spot. When Jackie wakes up at night, she realizes how oversensitive these robots are. She knows how to keep humans alive, so she brought some insects for Jackie to eat as well as water. Robots still knew this rule that humans are not to be killed, but humans are to be kept alive. But Jack was scared. That's why he doesn't believe on robots. Jack just had to inform his boss by any means so that he could send someone to save him. When Jack sends the robots away on the pretext of water, he sends a message from his pager to his boss, who sends the same police officer from his own location story here as Jackie had talked about earlier. When the police officer was about to reach Jack with some people along with him, then Jack also comes to know that the police officer is near him. These robots will never believe him. That's why he comes to the side on the pretext of washroom and shoots the flak gun in his hand, so that the sign goes to the people. But the robots also see this shot from the flyer gun and they come to know that Jack, you have lied. That's why these robots start moving forward. After coming back asked to stop these robots. But these robots knew that something wrong is going to happen here. This is the reason why robots start moving forward. If this robot does not listen to everything, even if it gets angry, it attacks them and removes their batteries from inside them. But after the arrival of the police officer, he does not help Jackie, but points a gun at him as soon as he arrives. It is not to save the life of police officer Jack, rather came to take the nuclear battery that came out from inside those robots. The police officer starts killing these robots only after taking the nuclear battery. Then Jack understands that this police officer is also not a good man, and now maybe he should help the robot. Before this police officer kills anyone else, Jack Flavor kills this bald police officer. Seeing the scenario, the man accompanying the police officer runs away with the car. Jai sees the rest of the robots helping each other. The robot which has been injured the most, these robots are just trying to fix it. Then Jack sits next to him and starts talking to him. Just wanted him to go back to the city after doing anything, and these robots also promise him that these robots together will take Jack to his city. Jack also says that once he reaches the city, he will return the batteries of these robots. Next, the man who ran away reaches inside the insurance company, which also brought nuclear battery with it. Seeing the nuclear battery, he tells the whole thing there that the boss was getting scared now, and only then his boss's owner also reaches here. He tells Nara how he started making robots, and after one function the same system was put inside all the robots. But today when these robots have started healing themselves, making a comeback, but we have not put this system in any of them till date, then it is a very big and very strange thing. But there are some robots who have changed their rules completely beyond the system. It is possible that they may harm humans by coming among them. That's why the owner here orders Jackie Boss to go and find those people and robots who are making changes inside the system. With this we learn that Jack has a daughter. But his wife was very angry because Jack had not reached here yet. Then Jackie's wife learns how Jack is missing along with some robots and the police are looking for all of them. When the scene shifts to Jack, there are no robots around him. After going outside, he sees a robot and asks about the rest of the robots. Then this robot answers that they have gone to find a way for Jack to go. Going forward, the same robot asks Jack if robots can be born. Till today, I used to think so, but ever since you killed that man, we are feeling that someone or the other will kill us robots too. But Jack was very upset about these things. He was missing his family, and he also knew that his wife was pregnant and Jack should have been with her at that time. Moving on, the robots and Jack had reached the factory where there is a thing covered in black clothing that looks like humans. When Jack removes the cover from him, he was actually a robot inside, and it is the same blue robot that changed everyone's systems. After going inside the factory, Jack learns that there are many robots. The parts are lying around, and these robots are working together to create something new. Jack's boss is escorted by some policemen who are all coming to find Jack. Jack sees a broken car in front of him, and Jack had to get out of here. That's why he wanted to fix this car. Seeing such a bad environment, Jack tells these robots how this place was completely green. Earlier water used to come at this place, but Blue Robot came here to know about the present condition. The person who cannot bear this situation, we can bear that situation also. If the world wants to go, it can go from here. This Blue Robot just asks Jack for that nuclear battery. Before leaving Jack, he hands over the nuclear battery to this robot. Jack's boss, along with some of his colleagues, reaches the place where the dead body of the police officer was, but there were some other people who had brought Jack's wife with them. These were the people who wanted to kill Jack and find the robot that is making the nuclear battery. When Jackie Boss comes to know that Jack's wife, who has just given birth to a child, has been kidnapped and brought here, and she is not allowed here. It should have happened. But these people tell Jackie Boss that you should not think anything about it. Jackie's boss is told that this woman will soon be killed as Jack is no longer alive. Jackie's boss feels very bad that Jack was going to shoot a lot of people by coming to him. But the man survives, and inside the return he kills Jackie Boss. The next day we see how all these robots together have made their last project, in which the last thing was to insert that nuclear battery. As soon as that battery was inserted, that robot was complete in itself. It was a mix of an advanced robot, a caterpillar, and dogs. These robots together make that car completely for Jack within the night. Jai was very happy to hear Ranjan's voice, and he was about to leave. But before leaving, Jack, who apologizes to the robot and says that I am sorry for not understanding you. When Jack comes from here, he sees his boss somewhere in the distance who came to save him. He is still alive and breathing his last as the project goes to pick them up and tells Jack how his wife has been kidnapped. In reality, it was just a trap because the people who came from the insurance company did this to trap Jack, and now when Jack came here, he was being asked about the robot that had nuclear weapons. Battery made it so that people bring Jackie's wife with them and reach the place where the blue robot was and all the other robots. When all these people together ask them to remove the blue robot does not budge and refuses to obey. That's why all these people together shoot the blue robot badly, and humans like you had made robots, so they also know how to stop robots. For this reason, these people together take out the battery of this robot. But to help this robot, another robot reaches here. To stop this robot, these people shoot it, and if you want to save your wife and to keep these robots alive, you reach here and shoot badly on these people. A huge 5-6 among these people. It happens inside which Jack was also badly injured, and a man was about to come and kill Jack. At the last moment, a new robot which was made, that robot comes and knocks down the man from this agency, and at the same time his wife comes to the injured Jack. Jack had seen his daughter for the first time with his daughter. At the same time, Jai Kia was very happy, and we also see the female robot here who came to see Jackie's daughter. This female robot thanks Jack here and takes the newly made robot from there. Jack goes with his wife to the place he always had to go because after such a big disaster, all he wanted was for everything to be alright. Well, the wonderful movie from Soft Guy ends here, so all of you will definitely tell me how you liked this movie.